guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Pharmacist Ngozi is my name. I am very excited to be here. Today I'll be teaching you the things you need to do in order to have and maintain a very healthy pregnancy. And also, before I go on, I want to thank the subscriber that I got recently, and I want to urge you guys to please kindly subscribe to this channel. Straight to the topic proper. Pregnancy period is a very fascinating period for the pregnant woman and the entire family, and you want to ensure that you go through it healthy, hassle-free, and to be able to also have a very healthy baby at the end of the 9 months journey. Now there are things to avoid and there are things to do in order to have and maintain this healthy pregnancy. Number one on the list is, if you're a smoker, you might want to stop smoking, because smoking affects the baby in the womb in various ways. It can affect the organs, especially the lungs and the brain of the baby. It can also cause birth defects like cleft lip, and it can cause preterm delivery. So that's number one. Number two is that you have to avoid alcohol. And when we are talking about alcohol, alcoholic drinks of any type, whether alcoholic juice, alcoholic wine, or normal alcoholic beer, because alcohol can cause lifelong physical, behavioral, and intellectual disabilities for the child. Alcohol can cause preterm delivery. Alcohol can cause stillbirth and even lead to miscarriages. So you might want to stop taking alcohol when considering pregnancy. Number third on the list is that you have to be on folic acid. It is advised that every female of reproductive age should be on folic acid in order to prevent neural tube defects. This defect happens even before you find out that you are pregnant with a baby, because it happens in the very early development of the child. So you have to be on folic acid as long as you actually want to get pregnant later in life. It's advised that every female of reproductive age should be on folic acid. Number four, guys, is that you have to run some tests, some basic tests like HIV tests, hepatitis tests, and blood group. These are very important in order to know your status. Number five on the list, guys, is you might want to know the health status of your egg or your sperm if you're a man, because it's very important for conception to take place. Most times, because the body lacks one or more minerals or multivitamins, women keep trying to conceive, and also poor quality sperm most times can cause miscarriages. So you want to boost the sperm quality and the egg quality. This can be achieved if you started early, like 3 months before you start trying for pregnancy, to start taking pre-conception multivitamins. It's important the man takes multivitamins that has zinc, folic acid, CoQ10, and even omega-3 fish oil. Even the lady can take pre-conception multivitamins that boost the egg quality. Okay, and there are a lot of this out there in the pharmacies. Guys, number 6 is that immediately you're confirmed pregnant, you should be on prenatal multivitamins, because pregnancy will demand a lot from your body. So you want to support your body by taking multivitamins. And I want to advise you to take multivitamins that has omega-3 fish oil too, which is very good for you and for your developing baby. Guys, number 7 is to know your rhesus factor. It's important to know your rhesus factor and that of your partner. That way you'll be able to know the rhesus factor your unborn baby is likely to have. Is either your rhesus negative or your rhesus positive. Every individual is either your rhesus negative or rhesus positive. Now what this helps is that when the baby's rhesus factor is determined, assuming your rhesus negative and your baby is rhesus positive, if your blood gets to miss at the time of delivery, your body makes antibodies that fight against that rhesus protein on your baby's blood. Now what this might cause for you is miscarriages later on, because the body sees that protein as a foreign organism. Now in order to avert this, If the baby's rhesus factor is determined early, assuming you're negative and the baby is positive, and this is found out early, you are going to take anti-rhesus shock at the 28 weeks of your pregnant and 72 hours within the time of your delivery. You will take a second shot. Now what it does is that it makes your body not to make any antibodies against that rhesus factor. So in your subsequent pregnancy, your baby is positive, your body doesn't make antibodies to attack the baby. If not, in your later pregnancies, your body could make antibodies to fight the protein, that is the rhesus protein in your baby's blood, and that way you could have miscarriages later on in your later pregnancies. So that's why it's good to take the anti-rhesus injection. You take one at 28 weeks and you take the second one within 72 hours after delivery. Number 8 on the list, guys, is tetanus toxoid injection. You take this within 14 weeks of pregnancy. The reason is to protect you and the baby. The baby can easily get tetanus infection during the cutting of the umbilical cord, and you, the mother, can easily get it too, because your immunity is actually lowered during pregnancy. Now you take this tetanus toxoid within 14 weeks of pregnancy, and the second dose is 4 weeks after that. 9th on the list is by 20th week, you should be checked for protein in urine and high blood pressure. Protein in urine plus high blood pressure means the woman has preeclampsia and needs immediate attention. Now, if there's no protein in urine and the woman has high blood pressure, and the woman probably didn't have high blood pressure before conception, it means the woman has developed pregnancy-induced high blood pressure and will need adequate attention from the physicians. Guys, number 10 is that by 22 weeks, you should check your hemoglobin level. It is very important that hemoglobin level is checked, especially at 22 weeks. That helps to prevent anemia in pregnancy. That way, if the woman has anemia or tending towards anemia, it will be easily detected. Number 11, guys, is that by 24th weeks, the woman should be checked for diabetes, or what we call gestational diabetes, pregnancy-induced diabetes. Therefore, it's very important that the test is rerun again around this time. Number 12, guys, is that it's very important every pregnant woman takes intermittent preventive treatment for malaria. People that are living in malaria endemic places actually have some level of immunity against malaria. But you know what? During pregnancy, a woman's immunity is lowered. Nature does it that way just to protect the unborn baby. That is why a pregnant woman can easily become susceptible to a lot of illnesses, most especially malaria. And intermittent preventive treatment for malaria is given in 3 doses, starting from the 2nd trimester. So it's very important that a pregnant woman takes these three doses, because it helps to protect her from malaria attack. And malaria can cause infant death, malaria can cause anemia, malaria can cause preterm delivery, malaria can cause low birth weight, and we want to prevent all these things. And in order to prevent them, intermittent preventive therapy is actually recommended for every pregnant woman. So guys, number 14 on the list is scan. It's very important to go for a scan at least 2 times. First one when you're entering 2nd trimester, and second one during your late 3rd trimester, so that the position of the baby can be determined to know if the baby is okay and if the baby is breached or not. Number 14, guys, is exercise. Every pregnant woman is advised to exercise at least 2.5 hours a week. 2.5 hours a week, you get your body moving. You do moderate intensity exercise that makes you sweat and make your heart beat. So that way it keeps you active and it makes you healthy. So guys, having said all this, Number 15, the last but not the least, is that eating well during pregnancy cannot be overemphasized. Eat lots of fruits, eat lots of vegetables, drink lots of fluid, and keep active. Advise that every pregnant woman fills her plate with lots of fruits and vegetables. That way you are healthy, the baby is healthy, and the baby is growing well. Guys, all these things I've said is very, very easy if you register for antenatal. So if you register for antenatal, doctors or nurses already know all these things, and they'll prompt you when to do which. I will also want to advise that pregnant women go to the hospital, approved hospital actually, to register for antenatal. I've come across the women who go to some unprofessional people to register, people who run clinic in their homes, who run clinic in their houses. And if you're pregnant, please kindly go to the hospital. Most people run away from going to the hospital because they feel the doctors will ask them to do surgery or to do CS, cesarean section. Cesarean section is for your own safety and the safety of the baby. So please go to a very good hospital and register for antenatal. Having said this, I've come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe to this channel. Bye.